Okay, since I won't be available for tutorials tomorrow morning, this is the closest I can get to helping you pass tomorrow's quiz. If you didn't do well in today's practice quizzes, go to my website right now, print them out, and then follow along with me so you know how to solve and write and model equations. We have a moving company that charges $30 to rent their truck plus $2 per mile. This phrase right here is telling me about my variable, miles, and my rate, $2 per mile. And then this $30 to rent the truck, this is a constant value. So in my equation, that looks like $2 per mile plus the $30 to rent the truck. That's for one company. And we want to know when the cost of renting the truck is equal. So we'll put an equal sign to the second company, which charges $20 to rent the truck and $3 per mile. So here's my rate, still with miles as the variable. And you can do these in either order. $20 plus $3 per mile. And before we solve that equation, I'm going to write the model. I've got 1, 2 variables, so I'll do 1, 2 of the long bars, each of these representing an M. And since I have 30 units, instead of drawing 30 tiny squares, I'm going to draw 3 squares, but I'm going to tell my audience that each of the squares is worth 10 units. And then do an equal sign. And over here, again, 10 units. Another 10 units for 20, plus 3 times the number of miles. So 3 of these long vertical bars. And then I'm not insisting that you solve the model, though I may do it here just to help you. Usually you want to start with the smallest number of variables first. So I have 2 times miles and 3 times miles. So I'm going to start by canceling the smaller of the 2, because we'll see less mistakes that way. 0 pair. 30 is all that's left. The equal sign comes straight down. Maybe put a little line there to show the separation. The 20 comes straight down, and then 3 miles minus 2 miles equals 1 mile. So that's plus M. And now, maybe over here in the model you show that you added on -2, and over here you added on -2. So the same step, just in picture form. And in the picture form we can see the 0 pairs cancel out, and here we can see 2 out of the 3 positives cancel out, leaving my 1 single mile left. And I want that M to be all alone, so I'm going to subtract 20, or to say it differently, add -20 to both sides. 0 pair, the M is all that's left, so that one comes down. 30 minus 20 is 10, and my answer is 10 miles. But again, couldn't hurt to see that in the equation, or in the model, so I'm going to add a -10 square, 2 -10 squares to both sides. That shows me adding -20 to both sides. And then a +10 and a -10 will 0 pair. All that leaves is that one right there, because positive and negative will 0 pair. So 1 bar equals 10 units, and M equals 10. Here is where we're going to live, but this is a helpful gateway or helpful bridge to getting good at this. So the key here is to recognize that these 2 angles are equal. Had I chosen maybe these 2 angles right here, they would have added to 180 degrees. But these 2 angles are corresponding. Corresponding angles are congruent or equal, and the equation is really very simple. Start with the smaller of the 2 variable terms, Subtract 3x from both sides. 0 pair. 1 is all that's left. 4 minus 3 is a single x for x equals 1. And then here you need to recognize that these two added together will equal this one. So x plus 50 is equal to 2x minus 25. And then solve by canceling the smaller of the two variable terms first. 0 pair, there's 50 is all that remains on the left. 2x minus 1x is a single x left over. The negative 25 comes down. And we're going to cancel out the 25 because I want the x all by itself. So cancel the negative 25 by adding positive 25. 0 pair, x, 50 and 25 together is 75. There is the final answer. So the quiz will look a lot like this tomorrow. I hope you're ready. Go back through, resolve, use the video as a guide. And if nothing else, I will be available for tutorials on Friday morning. Okay.